Wow, it's June already. Like May was a very time warpy month. I did a lot, and at the same time the month just went so fast that I'm also like, whoa, I'm already recording the energy update of June. What is going on? Anyway, they predicted this time warping effect in the last energy update, so I think we have to roll with it. Happy June. Welcome to the energy update of June 2025. This is an Akashic energy update, and I connect with the Akashic records, especially the one of Mother Earth and of humanity, to ask what is going on and how can we have the best month, right? Like how can we live the best way? So what you will notice is most of the time you will end up with very beautiful practical advice. Now I want to make this energy update as pure as possible, so I channel the Akashic records directly. And this is a meditative experience. If this is your first energy update, welcome. You can relax for the last couple of minutes when I'm channeling the Akashic records, because they are sending energy through me. They encode this in the video, independent of space and time. So whenever you're watching this, you might receive downloads, you might receive upgrades, you might feel a lot of energy. And that's perfectly fine. The records and your whole team of light might be working on you. And this video might be a permission slip to realign yourself and to prepare yourself for the months ahead. So I already asked for a couple of themes. They don't always do this, but I have a couple of themes of this month especially, and I want to share them with you. I have 3 themes. The first theme is the understanding of being will be more normal from this moment forward. Being, how the Akashic records are calling it most of the time, is the combination of our mind, our emotions, our body, and our energy. And they say a lot of times, for lack of a better word, they wish humanity had more beautiful ways to express the complex, interwoven ball of energy that we are. But being is the word that comes most closest, at least in my current vocabulary. So it's gonna get more normal, not to just think we are bodies and minds, but that we are an interwoven, connective field of beingness. The second theme is a long one, so I'm gonna read it full out. Becoming the person you are meant to be is more needed than ever. The call will be more stronger than ever, and staying in the place where you currently are, if you are not fully embodying it, will become harder and harder. This whole process will move into a rapid acceleration. So the world is really preparing us to step into the role that we are meant to play right here, right now. And if you're not in there yet, you will feel an acceleration. So let's open our eyes and let's get ready to step into that. And then the third theme is this: get ready to adapt to high levels of change, and get ready to pray to high levels of awareness. That's what I got. I'm about to channel the Akashic records, so I'm looking forward. Thank you for being here. I'm looking very much forward to this month. I'm very curious what they're gonna say. I wish you a happy transmission. And like I said, sit back, relax. Let's take a couple of deep breaths. And while you do so, enjoy this energy transmission of June 2025. Dear beautiful being, thank you so much for tuning in once more to this beautiful transmission. We have some very powerful energy codes in store for you in this transmission. So we would love to talk immediately about opening your field and asking, by taking a big deep breath, to your whole team of light to assist you, so that all the codes that will better your life all the codes that will be of absolute service to your life might be integrated in the highest grace and ease. The current times are definitely warping. The quantum field becomes more accessible to many because lots of people have been seeding this earth with the knowledge of quantum physics, quantum mechanics, and basically about energy and about living as an energy being. What does it mean to be a quantum version of humanity? What does it mean to be a quantum human? Basically, you were always a quantum human, but because the Newtonian model of the world was so strong, especially in the collective conscious understanding, humanity didn't look further on what they are as energy forms, as forms of being. And even though every person that only studied a little bit of physics knows that this whole world is made up of energy, you even have the beautiful equation E equals mc square. That means, for people that don't like physics so much, that energy is equal to mass, which is what you are. Every human has a certain level of mass, times a very high constant, and this constant is the speed of light. So your mass times your light is your energy. Beautiful. That means that mass is equivalent to energy and light is equivalent to energy, especially the speed in which light vibrates, in which light moves. Now, there are even more accurate formulas to describe reality, but this is a well-known one, made famous by the beautiful being called Einstein. Now, even though most scientists might see Einstein as a very scientific pioneer, he was also very much interested into what does it mean to be an energy being? What does it mean to have an imagination? What does it mean to receive instead of think of your own? He was able to open himself up to a notion of, if this is true about reality, then it must be true about me, because I am made of the reality that I'm part of. And that's the first thing we would love to say as a general starting point from this transmission. You are made of the reality. Now, what is so beautiful about being a human being is that your body is made of the reality the body is made from, and your awareness is made from the reality your awareness is made from. Now, what does that mean? Your physical universe created your physical body. Your energy universe created your energy body. And the universe of your consciousness created your awareness. The combination that is you is the combination that you can feel around you. You are made of the same stuff. What is discovered in science applies to you. What is is discovered in deep meditation applies to you. And you live in a world where all of this information has become so free that there is even a certain level of overwhelm. Because what information should you tune into? Now, you should tune into all of the information that makes you have a better life, a better humanity, a life of more joy, of more fun, of more depth, of more passion, of more purpose. Tune into the information that gives you the feeling of the thing you wish to have in your life. If you want to become wealthy, tune into information that makes you wealthy. If you want to receive more love, tune into information that makes you feel more love for yourself and the world. If you want more health, tune into information that is all about wellness, health, vitality, rejuvenation. Tune into these things, because you are made of these things. And what is even more beautiful about your beingness is that you're not only made of these things, it also forms in accordance with what you tune into. So you are a radio tuner as well. You can select which frequencies to follow. You can select which frequencies to hear. And if it's too hard for you, if there's too much disruptive information sources in your field, we ask you to take some distance until you find the right amount of stillness and the right amount of focus to be able to select. Take back the power of your radio tuner, and you take back the power of your energy. Because as soon as you see that you are able to tune yourself to whatever you desire, and as soon as you realize that whatever you tune yourself to, you form yourself into, the game is on. You start to move your life, your body, your mind, your being in a completely different way. And we wish that for everyone. We wish to give the power to everyone. We wish to be a reminder that you are having such a sophisticated body, and only a super small percentage of humanity is able to tune into it right now, but everyone is potentially able to tune into it. So only, let's say 0.005% of humanity is currently tapping into the fact that they are 100% human. And the other 99.995% has not discovered how powerful they are. And that's why we want to be a reminder for each of you that has found this transmission. It becomes more powerful. Life and you acknowledging you are a powerful, interconnected, multidimensional being that is able to change, and it's able to focus, and it's able to tune, will be an understanding that in 100 years from now would be the base understanding. But before that transition happens, every human needs to realize that on their own. See if you can start living like this. By knowing you are a radio tuner, by knowing you are an energy, being, by knowing that your mass, your energy, your light, your emotions, your thoughts, your vitality, your magnetism is actually all one thing. They are all expressions of that one thing that you are, that for lack of a better word, we call being. And our understanding is that through your connection with the higher realms, you will also create new vocabulary for what it is to be a being. It will become so beautiful when your language is reflecting the truth that you are. Because at the moment, your language is one of the limiting factors of your evolution. And that's a whole nother topic for another day. But basically, the higher you evolve, the less words you have for it. So the less you are able to express it to the people that still need words to understand. And so new words need to be generated. And if you are linguistic and poetic in your nature, you might take this up as a side job, as a little exercise to find and download and receive new words that express the different magnificent factors of your being. But know that in the next hundreds of years, it will become the most normal understanding that you are a being and that every person is a being. Every soul, every animal, every creature, every element, every planet, every orb, every star is a being. This consciousness is slowly dawning. And if you're still here, you are ready to be one of the people that are able to seed this energy onto Earth. So congratulations. But you're not only here to seed that onto Earth, you're also here to be an expression of this new consciousness. And in June, things are speeding up even more than May when it comes to this understanding. So, if you're already in the practice of fully embodying this, you are in good waters and you will receive lots of confirmation and celebration in this month. If you haven't fully embodied it, there is an invitation from this month to dive into it and to let go of the parts of you that still think in any way or form limited about yourself. You may let go of your limitations. We all have figured out by now that it is not serving you. And so, be free, dear one. Be prosperous. Be radiant in your expression. Be confident and loving inside of your being. You are here for a reason, and life gets very beautiful when you step into that role. And so, Earth has a certain plan for all of you. And Earth wants to push everyone into the right roles. And so, many beings, physical and non-physical, will start making certain paths for you more open and other paths for you very, very uncomfortably tight or even fully closed. Listen to this. You don't have to row upstream. Follow the downstream current of synchronicity. And if a path is closed where you currently wanted to go into, you say, it's closed. Let me see where Earth wants me to go to. Become that flexible, feminine essence. Become the flow. The flow will guide you in times of great change. The flow will keep you safe in times of great change. So, the flow, in more practical terms, is the path that is completely in line with what higher reality, higher self, and the bigger picture in general wants from you, and what is truly present in your heart. When those combine, you get into very beautiful states of flow. When those misalign, you get into rough waters and into sometimes closed doors and everything like that. This is to make sure you look the other way. And that's why heart consciousness becomes more important than ever, because it's alive in your heart, this information. It's not so alive in your mind. Your mind has a different set of purposes. But the heart knows, and your higher reality knows. So if you are able to listen to what is inside of you, alive in you, and at the same time to be able to observe which doors are opening and which doors are closing for you, you will find your way into the most prosperous, most vital, and most purposeful path for you. This goes a lot faster, so the patterns become a lot more obvious. And it is in this obviousness that Earth greatly facilitates that every person steps into their role. So notice the obvious. If, for example, you are constantly trying to date different people that you think are perfect for you, but nothing seems to work out, or nobody starts responding even though you had such a great time, or every path seems to be blocked in that area, don't focus on the outside for love anymore, but see where the flow wants to take you. It might want to take you inside. It might want to take you to look for partners in a completely different direction. And the same goes with money. If you are currently applying for jobs that you are very suited for, but somehow all of them are saying no to you, and you're almost marvelous about why do they say no? I have the perfect repertoire for this function. It's because it's not the perfect function for you. You can dream bigger. You can expect more. You can expect a position that is not just for money, but it's a combination of purpose, passion, meaning, and money. And when it comes to health, you might try constantly different medicines to get rid of your symptoms, but the symptoms are not going away. Maybe life is flowing you into another direction. Maybe look internally first. Maybe find an alternative or energy healer first. Someone that looks at you holistically as a being instead of somebody that looks at you as a machine with a certain set of symptoms. The flow becomes more obvious. The doors that open and close become more obvious. We advise all of you to stop constantly bonking and trying to open very clearly closed doors and start to move into the doors that open in front of you. It's of the highest ease and of the highest grace if humanity will listen to these patterns that will only increase in intensity and into obviousness. Now, we finally want to talk about the effects and the practical that you will be able to do to really make the best out of this period and out of the energies that are currently present on Earth. And we want to put that into two categories. We want to put that into the category of change and in the category of prayer. And I want to give you both very clear and practical definitions to be able to be really great in both in a short period of time. Let's start with change. Change, has been said, is the only constant. Now we disagree with that. There is another constant, and that is God. And God has not only a changing part, but also an ever-present, never-changing part. And both of them are constant. So you might say change is constant and constant is constant. Anyway, that's a discussion for another day. What we want to talk about right now is to get good at change. What is most important is to realize you are made of two parts, a constant part and a changing part. Now that's good news, because if you're already made of change, it must be very easy to blend in change. But there's also a constant part, your awareness. This awareness has been here before you were born and will be here after you transition. And this awareness is here right now. It's the constance that is observing and emanating you as we speak. The very best way to change is to realize that all of your system, all of your body, your energy, your emotions, the thought forms that run through you are all constantly changing. So by just letting that be change, like you let a river be a river, or you let the wind be the wind, is perfect. Let your winds be the winds. Let your waters be your waters. Let your fire be your fire. And let your earth be your earth. All of these factors are changing. But there is another element to you that is ever present and never changing. And the best way to change is actually to be centered in the non-change while being completely okay with everything changing around you. Like the center of a storm, really. As if you are a complete center, a core of stillness, with great circulating energies all around that core of stillness. If you are okay with the circulation of your energy and you accept the circulation of your energy as is, and you center yourself in the stillness that's at your core, you will be very great in allowing all the changes that need to occur to happen. But this is very easily said by us. because we are not living in such a dense reality. The density on your reality makes everything literally a lot harder. So, how can you do this? And how can we make it sound so easy? Now, first of all, find that place of stillness inside of you. Search for it. Ask questions about it. Let your body and your subconscious mind help you find it by asking questions like, dear body, dear mind, can you find the stillness that's in my core? And see where you are being moved into as you ask that question. Dear body, can you center me in my stillness? Dear body, can you let me move constantly from this place of stillness? Dear body, dear mind, can you let me completely be acceptant of all change that is around me? Allow yourself to ask these questions because they will have magical effects on your system. Your system is always listening, especially to questions. So allow yourself to ask questions that will truly help you in finding this stillness and being okay with this change. But another thing that is greatly good, and this is especially for men and for some women that label themselves as control freaks, that is to let go and to admire and study people that are very great in going with the flow and being part of the change. There are some people that are tuned to holding themselves exactly to everything that is. This is not gonna work anymore. The current of life will be too strong. So instead of that, get very interested and admire people and let yourself be educated and inspired by people that are very good in moving with change. Study them. See what their thought patterns are. See what they think about change. And see what they think about control. You can learn a lot. So study women. Ask women how they are handling change. And why are we pointing specifically to the women? Because women are used to spend more than half of their life completely experiencing physical changes with every state of the moon cycle. They feel change at a very visceral level. Especially the ones that are connected with their womb and connect with their body, they are feeling change. They are feeling the magnetisms of life and earth. So some are numbing that, but others are completely in tune with that. And even after the menopause, there are still many different cycles that women get acquainted to, including many 5-year and 10-year cycles that can only be revealed when they are of a certain age. And every cycle has a new level of acceptance that comes with that. So if you have some women in your field, some friends, some family members that you see are very good in dealing with the cycles and accepting that, please start the conversations. You will be able to learn a lot, and they will give you all the necessary tools that you need to also become an expert in change. Now we also want to talk about prayer, and we really want to get rid of the old definition of prayer, because prayer has been misunderstood for at least 1.5 millennia on your earth, in your time space. Prayer is not talking to a force outside of you in the hope your life might get better. We are sorry that we have to bring this to you, but prayer is so much more powerful than that. So, if you notice yourself feeling very pitiful and desperate and are asking, please, some higher power that is outside of me, please fix my life, please help my family, you are only praying more despair and pitifulness in your life. And we do not wish that for you. We wish you to be vital, prosperous, in your power, alive and happy. So, what is prayer then? Prayer is a complete embodiment of the frequencies you wish into your life right now. And do that with certainty that the rest of your reality will follow suit. Here's what we mean. Instead of thinking the power outside of you might grant or grant not your health, feel how it is to be healthy. Use your imagination to think about one of the most healthiest you ever felt. Say words that you are healthy, that you are constantly healing, that you are a rejuvenating and beautiful being, that every cell is healthy, that every cell is vital, that every cell is so happy to be part of your body and to be part of your organism. Breathe health into every breath, every inhale. Dedicate that inhale to your health. See that the health frequencies are going into your lungs and being dispersed into all of your veins, in all of your cells. Imagine different globes of health around you, rejuvenating you every moment, every second of every day. And completely surrender to these frequencies you are calling in. That is what we mean with prayer. And we ask every human the following. Pray. Pray to have all of the higher frequencies to land on Mother Earth. Pray for wellness. Pray for prosperity. Pray that every person is fed with the most healthy of ingredients. Pray that every person is loved. Pray for that every person is able to receive the most blissful hug and embrace from their peers and from divinity. Now again, don't ask this to an outside force that might or might not grant that. Feel it into every part of your being, imagining it's happening everywhere. Imagining you are walking on the street and you see everyone healthy and everyone being embraced and everyone just so grateful for their lives. Pray for the higher frequencies. Bring them on your earth. Let your body be the seeding machine or the seeding vessel. That's a better word. Allow yourself to be that vessel of that high frequency and entertain these high frequencies a lot on a daily basis. What we mean with a lot is allow more than half of your day to be infused with the love you wish for yourself and your family, for the prosperity you wish, for the health you wish, for the connection you wish, for the peace you wish, for the satisfaction you wish, for the celebration you wish. Allow your being to be a vessel, and you will notice that life will respond in great amounts. So take a big deep breath right now. Select a vibration you wish to have in your life and into the life of others. Now imagine if it's already here. Imagine the moments where you felt this the most and bring these moments right here. Think statements that bring this in. Start using language that bring this in. See yourself sharing with others how great these energies came into your life. As if certain faucets just opened and started streaming love, prosperity, health, vitality, everything just started pouring in your life. And you never felt so good. See yourself sharing this with your loved ones. See your loved ones sharing this back with you. Allow yourself to make this as vivid as possible. Allow your whole being to be filled with these frequencies. So much so that the part of your being that doesn't fully believe that this is possible will be flushed away by these new frequencies. And keep it pouring, and keep imagining, and keep yourself infusing. This is how you are a vessel of these frequencies. And this is how you seed these higher frequencies on earth. Too many have forgotten the power of their body, of their being, of their mind, of your energy system, of your imagination, and how it all works together. But if you're listening right now to this transmission, you asked to be woken up to the power that you have inside of you. And this is one of the most effective things you can start doing right now in the month of June and in the further months ahead. Allow yourself to seed the new frequencies by this completely immersive way of prayer. And your life will be a complete testament of this frequency. We all advise you to take one more big deep breath in. And if you were very immersed in this transmission, we thank you. You have received all the codes. Your team of light is able to extract all the codes that we have sent you and able to pick the right ones that are here to assist you in your journey. We wish you an amazing month of June. Good luck with the change. Good luck with finding yourself and tapping into your power. You have the ability to do so. And in this transmission, we prepared you even more so that you can have a beautiful June and rest of 2025. Dear one, we embrace you in the highest of loves. Thank you. as I'm still arriving from this experience, I want to say thank you for being here in this energy update. These are the Akashic records of humanity and of Madre Gaia, Mother Earth. If you wish to ask questions to them yourself, or if you want to ask more questions to it through me as a channel, I advise you to check out akashicrecordschool.com. And really, like, what would be amazing, like, I did my first live stream a couple days ago and I loved it. You can also just come to one of the live streams and ask a question right there. I will be traveling in the first week of June, but after I come back, I intend to do a lot more of being together with you, of answering your questions, of answering what I'm, or sharing with you what I'm experiencing in this weird journey of going from a computer scientist to Akashic record channeler and teacher. And man, if you said this to me a couple of years ago, I would 100% not believe you. But it is, and it feels more purposeful than ever, and I feel so blessed to show everyone where their purpose is through this wisdom. So I wish you a very purposeful June, because it just feels amazing to be in your purpose. And I wish you the right amount of awareness to see where you need to be, to see where you need to go, and to be able to make all of the right steps in your alignment. Let's do that. If we all do that, man, the world will be so harmonious. And I'm already living in this beautiful, harmonious world inside of me. It's powerful. And I see more and more evidence of it, of course, because that's how our reality is tuned. So thank you for being here. I'm looking forward to see you in one of the next videos, and especially one of the live streams. Much love, happy June, and yeah, the best.